Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Girl, if this is the first time you're watching my channel, let me introduce myself to you, okay? My name is Sebastian. I spill pop culture tea every single day. Happy Sunday. Listen, if you are looking for a new messy best friend who spills tea, who might motivate you sometimes, shed some light, and just be fucking messy, you've come to the right place, girl. And if you are already a best friend, girl, thank you so much, bitch. Thank you. Listen, I'm wearing my Looney Tunes shirts. It's Sunday. I thought, Sunday cartoons. I never watched Looney Tunes, bitch. I bought this at Ross, but I was just like, girl, you know what? Let me do something a little different, something a little more like low key. But you guys know I'm not low key at all, okay, girl? So grab a snack and a drink. What are you snacking on? Let me know in the comments, because I'm a nosy bitch, okay? We have to talk about Hailey Bieber's Nepto. No, not Nepto. What's a Nepto? No, that's a klepto. Klepto is a person who steals, I think. A Nepo, what a Nepo baby is, right? So it's like, you know what it is, right? Okay, if you don't know what it is, I'm gonna find the definition, just so you know, bitch, because, I'm here to educate us, okay? I'm here to educate us. Nepo baby meaning, okay? A nepotism baby is a term referring to the children of celebrities who have succeeded in careers, usually the same or adjacent, career to their celebrity parents or other esteemed relatives. So basically, is somebody born into a celebrity family who is successful because obviously their family has opened doors for them, okay? So there's a lot of discussions over Nepo babies, and I just have to tell you something, okay? Listen to me. I don't see anything wrong with being born into a famous family. Here's the thing. You obviously can't decide what family you're going to be born into, right? So if you're born into a famous family, I think that the only issue I have with a Nepo baby is the ones who are, oh my God, what is that word? I always forget this word. Who are, that they think that they deserve it. And entitled, right? That's when I have an issue with Nepo babies. Was when they believe that they are owed the world, that they believe, well, my last name is, I don't know, bitch. What's a famous last name, bitch? I don't know who's fucking famous. My last name is Kardashian, so of course I'm gonna be rich and famous. No, I don't like that shit, right? If you are fucking born as a Nepo baby, you're gonna work your ass off. Of course, doors are gonna automatically open, and that's nobody's fault, okay? That's not their fault, all right? But work your ass off. Show that you've earned it, right? That's when I'm like, okay, girl, it's like, you know what? Paris Hilton gets a lot of flack, but I fucking love Paris Hilton. She could literally have done nothing in her life and just, sat back and enjoyed all the family's money, but she's worked her ass off. She's even the highest paid DJ. Now, yes, of course, her last name helped open that door, but that door is only open because of your family. You have to maintain that door open. You know what I mean? Lots of famous kids don't make it long because they don't know how to maintain the door. For example, Kelly Osbourne. Okay, that's a great example. But we need to talk about Hailey Bieber and her Nepo ass. So listen, she wore a famous shirt that got a lot of attention right here. I'm gonna put it, and she's finally talking about it. So I'm gonna read to you guys what she said, and then we can talk about this. She says, my point to having worn the t-shirt was not to poke fun at it or be like, yeah, I'm a Nepo baby and haha type of thing. It was more so to be like, this is what everyone is saying, and I want you to know this is my way of responding to it and my way of acknowledging it in a way that it's so overly literal that it's like, I'm just going to call myself a Nepo baby because I am one. And I embrace that I am one. I'm like, so you're going to sit there and call me a Nepo baby all day long, but then I acknowledge it, and then I'm not enough of a Nepo baby? So it's like, there is never any winning with the internet. Here's the thing. I have to say, I really wanted to do this video because I find this whole Nepo thing so interesting. Of course, Hailey Bieber is like, the ultimate Nepo baby. She was born into, her dad is semi-famous. Her uncle's a more famous one. Then she became best friends with the Jenner Kardashian clan, right? Which they were already hugely famous. And then she married Justin Bieber, and now she's maintaining her success and her fame by, you know, creating this feud with Selena Gomez. Anyways, I said what I said. Okay, girl. So, yeah, she is definitely a Nepo baby. Now, listen. Like I said in the beginning, I feel that your last name can definitely open doors. But people will see right through your shit. People will be there and be like, you know what? Just because your daddy and mama is famous or your sister's famous does not mean that you are likable, girl. Goodbye. You know what I mean? There's plenty of famous kids famous celebrity kids who don't have what it takes to maintain a successful career, right? I mentioned Paris because I just find it so interesting. She has not stopped working, you guys, you know? And she, yes, is a Nepo baby, but she's one of those people that acknowledges where she comes from, but also shows off her hard work, you know? I mean, she has like 150 perfumes. She's opened stores everywhere in the world. I've always said this story. When I lived in Colombia, she opened a store in a mall in Bogota, the capital where I lived, right? And she had like 2 or 3 full days. I'm talking about like 16-hour days where she had to do press, she had to do signings, she had to do appearances, she had to do interviews. I mean, she had to do so many things. You know, it wasn't just like going, cutting a ribbon, saying that's hot and leaving. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. I'm only speaking about Paris Hilton. But that's what I'm saying, that there is different type of Nepo babies. The ones who are hardworking and not entitled and don't think just because you have a strong last name and you have connections doesn't mean that you are going to be as welcomed as your famous whoever, right? But Miss Hailey Bieber, I do believe she's a different type of Nepo baby. And I'll tell you why. Opening up her skincare, right? Without having any type of career in the beginning shows, in my opinion, her entitlement. I believe that, yes, you open a door, your door is open, but you have to still climb a ladder. Even if you have to climb an invisible ladder just to show people, you know? And it's like when Kim Kardashian was on the Hailey Bieber bathroom, her YouTube video, she said to Kim that she was the first one that she came up to ask for advice, right? And Kim, you know, Kim is also a very big entrepreneur. I have to give her credit as well. You know, she has Skims, which is worth $3.2 billion. She has her perfume, skincare, makeup, you know, all of these things. And of course, she could easily have lived off whatever, you know, the money, whatever. She didn't have to do. But I really do respect people who have paid their dues. She paid her dues in 13 years of a reality show. You know what I mean? And Hailey Bieber came out of fucking nowhere. And when I'm defending a Kardashian, you know it's bad. And then Hailey Bieber came out of nowhere, and you know, just because she's associated with the Kardashians and she's associated with Bieber and the Baldwins doesn't mean that she can just go and open up a fucking skincare. Like, what is your education? What is your what is your research? What is your, you know, your background with skincare? You know what I mean? It's like J-Lo and her skincare. J-Lo, for her whole fucking career, has been praised for that J-Lo glow. That's somebody that I think, you know, deserved it. Also, take a look at Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez paid her dues with acting, with singing, and then you go into entrepreneurship. And, you know, I saw this Selena Gomez interview a while back, and she says, I've sat through so many chairs of makeup artists, of everything, and I would see the formulas, I would see this, and many years it took for her to see what works, what doesn't work, what should be fixed, what, you know, and educate herself. And that's something that I think Hailey Bieber, the reason she gets called out so much is because it's like she didn't put in the work. It's like she didn't climb that ladder. It's like she didn't pay her dues, you know? So I think that's why people go so hard on her, in my opinion. I think it's funny that she wore the Nepo shirt because of course she is one. So she had to like say like, girl, it is what it is. I am this. But I'm just sort of giving the explanation of why I think people go so hard on her for being a Nepo baby. There's nothing wrong with being born in a famous family. That's what I was trying to say. Nothing wrong with being born in a famous family. It's how you flip the coin and earn the respect of the public without falling so hard on that last name. That's what I think. That's when I respect. I don't respect people who just because have a last name think, oh my God, I'm gonna do a skincare line. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I mentioned Paris and Kim because they're the most, hugest Nepo babies, I think, and they've made a name for themselves. But Hailey, I just think that has so many dues that she has to pay. If that makes sense, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Shit, if I was born into a fucking famous family, you would fucking believe I would be in the business too, right? But the business can embrace you one second and say goodbye the next, and you have to make a name for yourself. Nowadays, especially after the pandemic, relying on a last name, relying on connections, relying on who's your friend, who's your father, or who's your daddy and mommy, that's not enough, boo. You have to be worth the public still wanting things from you and creating that success for yourself. I love you all so much. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a fabulous day. I don't know why I just did that, but I do love you and I'm very grateful for you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. How about that? Mwah.